Welcome to ToV Live! It is Valhalla time! Welcome tonight, everybody on the live stream. All three of you watching, apparently. I got something to say before we get started. Thinking about some things today. Just want to get this out. I want to make something perfectly clear to everyone in the HeroScape community, to anyone watching. I do not plan to quit. I do not plan to give up. I do not plan to despair. I do not plan to stop fighting. I do not plan to stop dreaming. In these past few months, if these past few months have shown us anything, it has shown how much we love this game. And that's why there is a lot of hurting right now. A lot of hurting right now. Let's use that pain to build this community, this story, this game better than it ever was. Now let's get to work, shall we? Because we have some things to do. Hello, Gimply the Giant. Great to catch a stream, even if it is at a funeral for Official Escape. Like I said, the funeral was last night. Long live custom creations, especially great content like yours. Appreciate it. Gimply, glad to have you on the stream tonight. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to get to work, and I'm just going to do what I've always done, and even then some. So got to get to work. Got to finish these last 3 episodes of Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles, which is a stop-motion HeroScape adventure, of course. Got 2 full seasons on YouTube there, working on season 3 currently. And so tonight, going to be doing some of the, it's basically starting from square one for these episodes, these last 3 episodes of season 3. And what you see here is the audio. The bits of audio voiceovers that I go through, and here I think this one's Kelda's, this one's Raylan's, that I gotta cut through and start lying down in this field, and this one it would be for episode 8. So really I've spent the last few weeks actually just catching up on all the video editing live streams that I did for episode 7, getting them online, of course doing live streams for HeroScape Age of Annihilation, which is no more at this current time and probably for the foreseeable future. And so in addition to that, though, I mean, the great thing, and even if nothing else comes from Age of Annihilation, if nothing else comes, then just the ToV podcast coming out, you know, in itself, if it wasn't for Age of Annihilation, ToV podcast wouldn't be a thing. It wouldn't be, and I would not have been thought of. It wouldn't have been conceptualized. And because I'm not a podcaster, slowly turning into one, but definitely gonna keep that up. Gonna maintain it. Gonna make it into something probably then different than even we thought it was gonna be. It's gonna take some, you know, thinking and exploring. But definitely going to continue that. Definitely going to continue that. And anything to just keep on building this community. So, yep, definitely going to do that. Gimply Giant, it's lovely to have you on board tonight. And so, yeah, just going to start doing some work. And, I mean, for context, I am tired. Like last night, we were up past midnight. I didn't get to sleep until like 2 o'clock in the morning last night, and then I had to wake up early because my son needs looking after, and wife works, and we're all like still a bit sick, and I didn't get to the sickness that my wife and my son was at, so I'm still holding my breath for this. I'm still okay, so hopefully that'll be the case. It's funny how it's like Monday, I thought, oh boy, here I am, I'm coming down with it, and I thought I was like, okay, I'm going to be bedridden, fever, and all this stuff. Not really. So I'm hoping I'll just power through it, because that's not usually the case. I mean, I'm an immune compromised person. It usually doesn't happen that way. So But I'm hoping that's the case, that you know, nothing I just get out is just a headache and a sniffle. That would be wonderfully awesome. So yeah, so for that context, I mean, I am a little tired. I am still a little, you know, sick. So I mean, I'm going to be on for a little bit tonight, but not too long. Not too long. We had a long live stream last night, but I did want to do something. I didn't want to just make it feel like, okay, you know, I know everybody has gone through a really hard day, and it's like, what can we look forward to? And so part of me felt like maybe I shouldn't do this live stream, but then at the same time, it's like, no, there got to be some consistency here. This ain't going away. And like, nothing we do should be what's the word? Okay, when I think of when my brain escapes me when I'm thinking a word, it's not conditional. What we do, at least it shouldn't be as content creators. Whether or not, you know, the crowdfunding campaign passed or failed, our content isn't conditional on the fact that you know, and it's the same way I feel about like the people at Avalon Hill at Hasbro. Just because it failed and maybe they could have done some things different, I don't know. I don't work in that type of field. I'm a filmmaker, so that's the way I look at it. To where I don't know. You don't know what you don't know, otherwise you'd have it. Because to do a thing and not do it is not to know. So, but it was a failure. It was an absolute failure, in the sense. But I'm just hoping they know what's best in their game. Hello, Marion. Hola, Marion. Good evening to you. Buenas noches. And but it doesn't. I mean, the relationship that I've built with some of the people, like especially in Carmine, over the past few months, and some of the and like Dadscaper and others, these past few months, I'm not gonna like just end those relationships. Just it's like those relationships weren't on the condition whether or not this passed or failed. It's not conditional. You know, anybody can fail. We're all human. And it's just what matters, you know, what you do after. And so we'll see what they do. And really, they have every right to do nothing, because I mean that was practically the deal. It's like, so if they never release HeroScape again, well, this was a shot. And what can you say? I know a lot of people are upset about it, me included. But maybe, I don't know, if there isn't a big audience for it, then what are you gonna do? But anyway, I could talk about this all night. I really want to get to work, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna get some. See here. I'm gonna mute my microphone. If anybody has any questions or want to chat about anything, I don't mind pontificating about things I don't know. It's okay. But in the meantime, I'm just going to start playing some Tales of Valhalla, like just to watch some HeroScape stop motion animation stuff. That's above my head, and get to work on the episode for like an hour or so, and we'll do that. Like I said, anybody wants to say hi in the chat, like Marion and Gimply already did, you're welcome to. Thank you for, and if you have like any challenges, because I know people are building their points up, let me know if you hit a point level and you want me to sing or pet my cat or whatever whatever the rewards are there on Twitch. But in the meantime, I'm just going to get started. So thank you guys for joining and supporting, and enjoy what you're about to do. Alright, hold on a second here. I'm gonna actually now play. See what I got for the next 40 minutes or so. I was just doing the character introduction because I like the character introductions. There's actually, I got 4 other character introduction skits that I have the voiceovers and the stop motion stuff for. All I need to do is edit that stuff, and then I will be ready with it. So, but what I'm gonna do now is so yeah, those will be fun. I'll do those after season 3 is done. I'll take my time with that too. Release them over time, so I don't stay idle. Although a lot less work. All right, let me play. I'm just gonna play season 3. That down. I'll let it still play while we wrap up this live stream, because I am actually starting to drop to sleep. You know, when the sleep takes hold, it's not feeling sick. It's just when you're tired enough, you know, you start drifting off. But what I'm gonna do is, so I finished all the voiceovers for episode 8 of Raylan and Kelda. You can see how many scenes we're gonna have in episode 8 actually here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 6 scenes. I think altogether 6 scenes. Some are smaller than others, but nice filled up episode. Basically, just setting up the final conflict of what will be the end of season 3. So we got Raylan, Kelda. I already have Sergeant Drake Alexander's lines in here as well. And let me see. I'll see what's next. I'm just gonna place down. Place down whatever. I think it's Kurok, basically. Kurok the Elementalist would be the next audio file that I'd have to get. Oops, keep that center. So let me see where. Might be good to save. I think that would be a good thing. Okay, there's Kurok. So bring that up. And find his audio file somewhere here, right there, and just bring it in here. There. Lots of shouting, these bad guys, they do, you know. Like here, I don't think this will give too much away if I just show this. Oh wait a minute, I'd have to turn up this. Hold on. Here's Kurok's first words in episode 8.
What?
That's it. What, you were expecting a long-winded monologue? No, that comes later.
What?
Actually, I'll be kind of loud on that end here. Hold on. All right. Let me do it. This is the variations of what.
What?
So yeah, that's that is his first line in episode 8. So I have to like cut through this, but I'm gonna do this at a later time. But yeah, so that is the game I am playing as of this moment in time. And so this Sunday will be ToV live stream again, but again, we'll be editing this, and we'll see how far along I get. I'll have a few days of just to confuse Kurok for now. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, at the end of this here, we just, well, I'm not gonna skip ahead, but I mean, the end of the last episode, and give it the giant so that LOL just to confuse Kurok for now. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the previous episode, he's been sealed away in the pit draft glyph, which is, by the way, that's a fun thing to do. Oh my goodness, just to suck a miniature inside, you know, the pit trap glyph. And yeah, and it's funny how nobody's asked. Of course, you have to review it a few times, but you know that in the beginning of season 2, like Henderson kept and maintained that pit trap glyph. That's why he had it in season 3, because he never gave it to anybody. He's always kept it on his person. So he always had that pit trap glyph to use just in case it's needed. So, but it's one thing to throw the pit trap glyph. It's another thing to try and catch somebody, and you really need to. I mean, you had to get Karak to be powerless first in order for that to work. That's why he needed that other glyph, that glyph of negation, to negate the fire elemental's power away from Karak, and is able to extract it onto Henderson's self, and so that way the pit trap glyph worked. If Henderson would just thrown the pit trap glyph by itself and not use that negation glyph, or he didn't have that negation glyph, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked by the pit trap by itself. Karak would have just deflected it. That's why he needed both of those. But anyway, so yeah, so end of episode 7, Karak is stuck in that pit trap, and so if this is the first words he says at the beginning of episode 8, then someone must be communicating with him some way. So, hint, hint, hint. But yeah, so like I said, it's a long seer. How long is seer starting out? Okay, 15 minutes, 7 seconds to. Holy schmoly! Yeah, it's about 10 minutes worth of voiceovers that I gotta put in here. Yeah. And that's just one, like I said, and there's lots of, like, here, let me, just for reference, there are, yeah, you're like going like, whoa. Yeah, I mean, it is sometimes the voice actor themselves saying the same line over and over again. Sometimes they ad-lib the line a little bit differently, and I just pick and choose what is the best. Sometimes I cut, like I could have a phrase, and I could cut like half the phrase because there's half of it I like, and then there's another part of the phrase that is said on a different line differently, and I match them together. You know, sometimes I do that. So sometimes it's not even the same. It's the same in sequence line that they say. Sometimes I mix and match. The beauty of audio editing. But let's see. Okay, for the people voice acting in episode 8, we got 1, 2, 3, or the voice acting characters, because sometimes you have voice actors who are voicing different characters. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. So yeah, it's over 20 to 22 characters that are going to be voicing in episode 8. And you think that's a lot. That's not a lot. Just wait till episode 9 and episode 10. It's going to be probably twice that much. So episode 8 is the easy episode. Oh, anyway, but that, like I said, that's as much as work as I want to do for tonight, and I just wanted to do something tonight, just to get something out there, just to be like, okay, we got to get these gears rolling again. I know it's hard to restart after a hit, and I mean, in this community, doing this the last several years, we've never really had a hit like this since previous, like 2010, and I wasn't really paying attention to HeroScape as much as I am, as I was then, as I am now. So, I mean, this is almost unprecedented what has happened to us these past 24 hours. We gotta take it in stride. I mean, because really, why react negatively? At least, why react negatively for so long, or for too long? We've got to learn to respond, not react. And the best response that I can do is just to keep doing what I'm doing. And not just keep doing what I'm doing, but expand on it. Finishing Tales of Valhalla Season 3 will be a big thing. And then just continue on working on expanding the universe. Start, after Season 3 is done. Then start slowly, I mean, I don't want to take a break, but start slowly on figuring out what the next future seasons are going to be like, how they're going to get made, because it's not going to be in the same way that I've done it these past several years. It just takes way too long. I want to try to find a way to be a bit more efficient, probably maybe get more people into this. It might involve crowdfunding. So I've learned I'm learning when it comes to these crowdfunding campaigns and looking at them and studying them, and just seeing where I can go from there, and just trying to build the audience. I mean, one of my goals that I want to do for next year is, and after season 3 is done, is to build a subscribership on YouTube of 1,000 people. I'm almost halfway there, which isn't bad. It's not bad. 1,000 subscribers to me is actually a big, hairy, audacious goal. I didn't know if it was going to be possible at all, but if I'm almost halfway there, then it might be possible. So we'll see. But it's just looking forward. And just something that popped in my mind. I mean, me, Joe Crazy, MK Plus Ultra, in a sense, Jeremy, the LSM Cullet, Jason, a little bit. We bet the farm on this. We really did. In a lot of ways. A lot of what we did, we bet the farm that this was going to fund. So if anybody should feel hit, it's us. Now, like I said, I'm not upset. I'm not mad at Chris and Carmine, Patrick, or any of those people at Avalon Hill, or even Hasbro, really. Even if it comes to find out that mistakes were made, that could have been easily redone, I'm not going to be a Monday morning quarterback. That's just because I don't know that business. So it's better for me just not to say. It's better for me to just focus on what I can do, and just the best that I can do, and that is doing this content. That's what I know to do, and the more I do this, and the more I know we can keep on growing this community, keep on growing this game, in spite of the fact that it's still dead, it's still discontinued. Maybe, just maybe, someday we can get another chance. We'll see. Anyway, I didn't mean to do any heart-to-heart, stuff like this. Like I said, I'm very tired. But I mean, we'll do a ToV podcast very soon. My target is December 4th, Sunday, December 4th. We'll do an all new ToV podcast, all of a different audio podcast platform by that time, because Sounder's going to be going bye, and it's not going to be about HeroScape Age of Annihilation anymore. I mean, we might have Chris and the gang at Avalon Hill back. Just to chat, because I don't mind having discussion with them, and I hope they keep the lines of communication open. I really do, and it looks like, for all intents and purposes, they will. But the hope is, keep on building this, keep on still making this to be great, keep on building the community, build greater numbers through dads and families and whatever. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get another chance. If we don't, fine. But we're still going to work towards fighting, and I know Joe Crazy is just as enthusiastic about this as me, even more so probably, and I think Jeremy will eventually too. But I mean, I've been hit. I mean, in my life with like personal things, like illness or whatever. I've been hit with way worse things. This is huge. This is, don't get me wrong, this is a big thing, but I've been hit with way worse things, and I've gotten back up. And you just gotta learn to refocus, and redouble on things, not things that don't work, but things that can build and uplift and encourage. So that's what I plan to do. And Gimply says that's a perspective that I think we should all try to have. A lot of unknowns on the corporate side of things. Exactly. And by the way, I mean, just from the business end, when you talk about evil corporations or whatever, the goal of a business, I don't care how big or small it is to make profit. It's to make money. That is not evil. That is just the way things run. That's how it works. If you want to build a business, you have to be productive, which is why right now I'm broke. Because I'd like to start a production company, but right now, and I'm trying to figure it out, but right now I don't see any feasible way to make an income that's going to support me or my family and others. At this point, I think I'm getting to somewhere. But it's still going to take time. It's still going to take a lot of work. The filmmaking industry is a lot more harsher of an industry than most out there. I mean, it's a really tough market. Hopefully I found a niche. Hopefully I found a niche in this. But we'll have to see. But yeah. Anyway, okay. That's my little business rant. So, and it's like this shows how much I read. I mean, probably not as much as like people Avon Hill or others, but I've read quite a few posts, and some of it just makes my eye twitch. But at the same time, I do understand where people are coming from. I do understand that they're frustrated, they're hurt, and we just need platforms. All as content creators, we need platforms in which to encourage and build. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't want to get on a soapbox too often, especially. Actually, I don't want to get on a soapbox at all to like just try and squeeze the life out of people. Nah, that's not what I want to do. As I always say, you have a purpose in your life, find it, pursue it, build it. I want to encourage people to live up to whatever potential, whatever dreams and goals they have. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's legal, moral, and ethical. That's what I want to happen. So this is my arena, and I hope you guys do well in yours. All right, with that, I bid you all a good Wednesday night. I'll see you, like I said, this Sunday when we edit more of the last few episodes of Tales of Valhalla Season 3. Gimple the Giant says, thanks for all you're doing, Ryan. Long live TV. Sir, you have a good night, and thanks for chiming in tonight and watching. Like I said, your guys' support means more than you know to me and to the other guys who do this stuff. Anyway, my voice is going, and I'm about to tear up, so I'm going to go. With that, you have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it. We'll see you next Sunday night. Bye now. Welcome to TOV Live. It is Valhalla time. Good evening to everybody. You hold on a moment. I'll get this off here. Hello. Oh my goodness. Busy day. It's hello everybody tonight. Welcome to behind the scenes editing of Tales of Valhalla Aftermath Chronicles, or also known as TOV Live. I'm Ryan, the guy who's making this stop motion hero escape adventure. And tonight, like I said, just going to do a bit more editing. I'm going to get started pretty much quickly as possible. Like more voiceovers, and compared from last Wednesday, this is how much I've gotten done since last Wednesday. Good bit, but still lots more to do, lots of gaps in here, lots of scenes that I still need to put voiceovers for and such for just episode 8. Still working on episode 8. But yeah, today it's been, picked up my father-in-law from the airport, and so we've just been running about all day. Got home about 40 some minutes ago to an hour ago, so just scrambling to get this together. So it's going to take a minute for me to get my bearings, but I'm going to get to it. So let me just get started. Anybody wants to say hi, have any questions, whatever, I will turn my microphone back on. But in the meantime, I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to play something. Let me start playing Season 2, and we'll watch that while I'm doing the editing work here. Anyway, good evening to everybody. Thank you for joining tonight. Okay, hold on one moment again. I'm going to give anybody who's watching the live stream currently this opportunity just to listen to a bit of voiceovers here and give like a voice actor spotlight to just a certain person I feel like who whoever shows up. We'll talk about them a little bit. Here, hold on a second. Let me get this. And here, I'm just going to play this, just these few seconds of stuff, so you guys can get an idea of the scene, although it doesn't really give that much away. So here it is.
The only thing we can do now is watch and wait.
In the cold? Wonderful.
What cold? You three should not be feeling cold. You are elves.
Okay, let's go through that again. All right, so a couple of voice actor spotlight I'm going to do tonight.
The only thing we can do now is watch and wait.
So the person voicing this voice was voicing Moorsbane. That's the voice of Moorsbane, and that is one of my friends from film / broadcasting school. His name is Ken Mathis. He's actually a pastor now, I think, and was I've kept in contact with a few of my graduate friends from Specs Howard. Even though that school is no longer gone, it's we went there back in 2009, so it's been a little while. But keep in contact with some of my alumni from there, and like Joey Ranieri, who plays Lieutenant Dan. He's one of those students that I graduated with as well from that school. All interested in broadcasting or filmmaking or whatever. So Ken is voicing Moorsbane, and he's a really nice guy. I love him to death. It's always great to connect with him when I'm able to, although it's been a little while since I have. I've messaged him once or twice over the years since these voiceovers were done. So, I keep track of him, and I'm sure he keeps track of me. But it'll be good to get in contact with him again sometime down the road. And then this next voice...
In the cold? Wonderful.
Now, I don't know if you know it, but the voice of that person, his name is Andre, and his wife is half the voice of Estavara, and Andre himself is the voice of Torin in this series. And Andre is a fantastic man. He's overcome so much in his life, and I don't say that lightly. He's he has issues with hearing, and so he speaks great for the fact that he does have a deafness issue. But very handsome guy, very handsome guy, very smart. He actually went to college and became an engineer. He has an engineering job, and his wife Damaris, and they have a little girl. Nice little family there. So real good friends of my wife and myself, and I was glad that husband and wife team was able to help me with some of the voices. They have no experience in voice acting. And Damaris maybe just slightly, just a little bit of acting, but not much. All volunteer and all very helpful. And when I was able to get them to voice act for these roles, which some of it's simple stuff, but I just utilized what I could from what talent they could offer, and I think the roles I put him in fit very well. And so I had Andre. I didn't know it was just Andre just to for his growls to be sent through. I wanted his voice to be presented through as well. So I have him as being one of the Umbrian archers in this series. I think he's let's see here. He is the one that will be the dark-haired Umbrian archer when it comes to these latter episodes of season 3. So yes, and then This last voice.
Cold. You three should not be feeling cold. You are elves.
Well, if you don't recognize that, that is myself. That is me voicing Sylvaris. Actually, that's a bit of the voiceovers that I did a few weeks ago. And because I did the voice acting for Sylvaris on a live stream here. So that's some of the fruits of that, and sounds pretty good. And I altered it a little bit to make the pitch, even though I try to be as, I try to alter my voice as possible. I still kind of alter it in post as well, just to make it just a little more high strung. So yeah, so there is your little behind the scenes moment with some of the voices for episode 8 of season 3. I'm going to work a little bit longer. Let's see here, it's already been an hour, so yeah, I'm just going to work a little bit longer. I might call it an early night, because I do have a slight headache, and I think I need to get some rest. And we'll talk about this Wednesday in a little bit before I close. But more like I'll be live streaming this Wednesday too. Even though Thanksgiving's the day after, I'll still do it. So, all right, let me work on this a little bit longer, and then we will close the live stream tonight. Okay, this is a little odd. I'm looking for GIMP's voiceover, and I don't see the audio at all here. I'm missing some things here. Hold on a second. Let me just see something. Oh yeah, right here. And did I not? Well, I guess that's what I need to work on. Alright, I've got my work cut out for me then, because I keep on not completing. Here I thought, completing editing these things, and you're going to miss them sometimes, I guess. I'm just double checking. See here, do you see? Here, that's fine. Do you see anything that says Dean GIMP? I don't see anything that says Dean and GIMP on here. See, here's the D's. Nope. Nope. Alright, here, hold on one second. Okay, I apologize. Never a dull moment really around here. I think when my cats were getting into something, I was just making sure that they were going to stay out of things. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, so I'll have to do that. Good to know. And so with that, okay, I'm thinking. I think I'm just going to call it a night. I know this is kind of a short live stream for tonight, but I think it is just time. Oh, how convenient is that? And I got a picture there of Estevar and Torin, and I was just talking about Andre and Damaris. Anyway. I think I'll call that a night. I think I do need to get some rest. Like I said, I've been driving practically all day. But coming up next, and I'll probably get most of these done. Hopefully, I'm hoping by this Wednesday, I'll already be done with episode 8, or very, very close, like down to the last one or two voiceovers. And then just gotta listen through it. And then basically when that's done, then it's rendered. And then I basically jump to the next next episode. I'll go to episode 9, lay down all of episode 9's voiceovers, and then do the same with episode 10, and then go back and start laying down the video to episode 8, then lay down video episode 9, and just keep on doing that, doing everything in sequence, so that way everything is done at once. So that is the plan right now. And let's see, get the background music lower a little bit right now. And so yeah, so hopefully, I mean, this Wednesday, either this will be almost done, or it'll be practically done. Listen through it, and then I'll just start episode 9, and you can watch while I do that, and maybe point out another piece of voiceover or something. We'll see. But with that, I thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for your support throughout these times, and we'll be doing a ToV podcast recording on a Sunday night. Let's see here. It'll be not this Sunday, but the Sunday after next. We'll do and we'll probably be talking a little bit about Age of Annihilation, our takes on the failure that the crowdfunding was. We're thinking, I mean, it's good to have a little bit of a break so it collects our thoughts, and there's been some videos released by Sir Heroescape, which is very good. It's a very good video, as well as my friend Jason, about their thoughts on Age of Annihilation's crowdfunding fail, because it is a failure. I mean, no matter how you cut it, people failed, and you got to recognize that and learn from whatever caused the failure and move on from it and do better next time. So that's what I hope when we do our discussion we accomplish. But also want to start getting into the lore of Heroescape too, so probably read through Thormund's journals a little bit too, and just start that. And yeah, I mean, and then leading into next year is going to be all kinds of fun. So lots to look forward to. But with that, I will bid all of you a good night, farewell. And parting is such sweet sorrow, but I'll see you guys again this Wednesday for more video editing of Tales of Valhalla Season 3. And I'm Ryan, the guy who's made this this interesting stop motion series. And like I said again, I appreciate all the support, all the views and subscriptions and likes and comments that I get from people, and yeah, keeps me going, and I just hope for bigger and better things in the future. And so that, and I can tell my voice is going. My voice is going. I need to sleep. So, and like I said, be doing these live streams, like I'm broadcasting them on Twitch, but also on YouTube now. I've been able to do that connection, so we'll be able to do that more in the future. So there'll be more avenues for people to come on board and to chat or just whatever. So with that, I will say what I always say: you have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye now. Welcome to TOV Live. It is Valhalla time. Welcome everybody tonight, all one of you watching, to the live stream tonight for the editing of Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles, which is a stop-motion Heroescape adventure. Heroescape being a still discontinued board game. Awesome bit of board game that is my ultimate favorite of all time. It's got miniatures, it's got terrain, so decided to animate it, create a story, and we're currently producing the 3rd season of this series, and so editing the final episodes of season 3, and so continuing doing that. And I got some news, I got some updates for, I mean, you know, little things, you know, a little bit at a time. I completed all the voiceover, 99% of the voiceover edits for episode 8 of season 3, and I'm going to start working on episode 9 a little bit tonight. Show you some of the voiceovers all together before I get started working on that stuff. Good evening, Marianne. Oh, I want to say happy Thanksgiving. I know, Marianne, you're in Honduras, but for us, we celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow, and so much to be thankful for. And I mean, I'm going to make this live stream probably a little bit short. I'm probably just going to be editing for like an hour or so. and then that's it. Then go to bed, go to sleep, get some rest, and then have a little bit of a day off tomorrow. Thank you, Marion. Yes, happy Thanksgiving on this Thanksgiving Eve evening. And so yeah, just gonna start getting to work really soon here. Let me see. So this is for episode 9, and see, no voiceovers yet. So I have, what I'm going to be editing with this next hour is Kurok's voiceover lines, as well as Kimoshi's voiceover lines, because they're the first characters to speak in episode 9. So I'll get those started. Marion asked me, tell me, why will you give thanks this year? Oh, well, so many things. I mean, meeting some new people, being able to interact with people, especially the last few months with obviously the failed attempt to revive HeroScape. But, you know, still, I think the upside was that I got to meet new people, I got to collaborate and communicate with new people, and names got to be known. I'm healthier, you know, practically a year anniversary of my ostomy surgery, intestinal surgery. So yeah, it's been a little over a year now, and I mean, this time last year I was just enjoying recovering at home, and because I was in the hospital for a month after that surgery, and so I'm just happy to be where I'm at, very thankful. And my son is a year older, and we have my wife's father with us, spending Thanksgiving with us for a little bit. And so yeah, that's a little bit. I'm thankful that I can eat food. Eating food is a plus. We're gonna have a different type of Thanksgiving tomorrow. We are, instead of the traditional food fare, you know, the mashed potatoes, the mashed potatoes, the turkey, the noodles, the corn, the green bean casserole. I'm saying, you know, all the food that usually is associated with Thanksgiving. We're actually not going to have any of that. What we're going to do is going to have a Salvadorian dish that Priscilla makes, my wife makes homemade, which is pupusas. And pupusas are basically this thick corn tortilla that's usually stuffed with like beans, cheese, or whatever stuffed inside it, and then you top it off with a nice salad, and then a nice red tomato sauce. You know, Marion says, I like pupusas. Yeah, I know, I love pupusas. When my wife first made them for me when we were dating, it was one of the first dishes she made me when we were dating, and as soon as I ate those things, I'm like, I'm okay. I gotta marry this woman, because those were just made it so worth it. Such a tasty dish. So since I haven't been able to eat corn or corn type stuff for like the last few years, or over the last few years, really, I haven't been able to eat corn much these past 10 years or so. And now that I can, I'm just like, let's make these, because I haven't been able to eat them. So I'm gonna have them homemade tomorrow. Yum, 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 yum. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be like twice the weight that I am now. But let's see here, will it work? Marion, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I am I know food is a good pull for me. I think Priscilla did a good job discerning it. So I don't know, I guess it just depends. Depends how you discern things. And I do. Okay, my nose is running. But I'm gonna try and hold it until I mute this microphone, and then I'm gonna blow it. It sounds very, very gross, but that's why I'm kind of sniffing right now. Apparently my nose is running away. It's cold here, by the way. It's like we're still getting to like freezing temperatures at night. I'm just like, no, I live too far south for this. Anyway, okay, let me show you real quick. Okay, here is episode 8. So that was episode 9, just getting started, and here is episode 8. Now what I'm going to do, so here's episode 8, and So that's all the voiceovers. That took about a few weeks to do. Actually, no, it took about a week and a half, I think, to edit all of these. And I'm on hyperdrive trying to edit through all these because I'm trying to edit all 3 of these episodes at once, just back to back, basically, in these sequences. But here, let me give you guys. Here, I'll show you. Gonna find here. I'll say, okay, I'm gonna turn audio on here. Let me just play you. Okay, this would be if Tales of Valhalla was a radio show, you know, and you just have the voiceovers. But this is what I've basically edited together. And so for those of you, there might be spoilers here, just so you know. But let me just give you a little bit of what this sounds like. All right.
Then what can I do for my captors?
Where is Kimoshi taking the primes?
You don't know?
We do not have an exact location. Do you know? And no tricks.
Of course. Kimoshi left me behind.
Okay, hold on. Hold on a moment. Let me find. Let's see your different. There's a. Let's see. Hold on.
You are hot.
All right. Let me do this. Start here.
Himself.
That you do not need to know.
Wait. Not there. Not there. Trying to find.
Help to offer us.
There we are. Okay. Wait a second. This is a nice little.
Right here.
You are a hot-headed one, Fire. Unfortunately, even though Korok wanted to kill us, he is the only option to rescue Toothpick, Mariku, and Shotgun as fast as possible.
I'm fine. But how about after we rescue your friends? Can I burn them to a crisp then?
Agreed. I like your attitude, Fire.
I am still wondering, why are we along for this trip?
Well, because both of you have lots of help to offer us.
Really? Like what?
Like, well, because you have a spear, and you have a bow and arrows.
And how is that gonna stop someone with magic powers like Karak?
Ah, yeah, well, good point. Henderson, you tell him.
You guys, did hold off Karak from killing Kelda.
Yeah, sure. We did hold them off for a few seconds.
Plus, we needed them with us so they could not report back to Einar, but it might be good not to mention that.
Alright, so that's a little exchange between the Airborne Elite and Geerton Light Folly. And yeah, so got those together. I mean, it's obviously a very rough draft of these edits. They're going to be a lot more like finely tuned and edited as soon as like I'll render this whole piece, and then I'm going to put it in the hit film timeline so I can start adding the video portion to that. But I'm going to do that after I get the voiceover audios edited down for episode 9 and episode 10 as well. So that might still be a little bit of a while till we start visually seeing things of what these episodes are going to be like. But at least I got this first step done, which is yay. And now I'm going to start working on episode 9. So that's what I'm going to do. And any more questions from people, I will unmute my microphone. But right now, I'm going to mute the microphone. I'm going to start season 2. And I'm going to start like keep on playing like these things, and like I end up ending it the live stream like halfway through season 2. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to do the second half of season 2. Those of you who want to watch that, and that'll be that. Well, actually, I'll start season 2 with its introduction part, and then I'll go halfway, and then yeah, I'm just gonna work a little bit. Let's see here, what are we at? 16 minutes in the live stream. So yeah, I'll probably work until about like 40, 50 minutes from now. We'll see where I'm at. But anyway, I appreciate all of you watching, chiming in there on YouTube as well as Twitch. And how about we get started with this? All right. Okay, alright, so I got done with the voiceovers of Karak and Kimoshi. You can see they're there. In the timeline, you can see in episode 9. We only have like 3 main scenes. Oh, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening, especially in this scene. A lot of stuff. But, so that's the voiceovers for those 2 characters. I'm going to add more in as I go along. There's a dozen or so that definitely need to be put in here. Let me just put it over here. With the exception of there's a ton of Morrow too. My Morrow voiceovers, which are in a separate file. But besides that, yeah, there's about 15 or so of voice audios that need to go in this episode. So this will take probably another week or 2 of work, and gonna do that, get that done, and be good for that. Now what I'm going to do, for those who are watching on the, how would I put it, the YouTube stream, you're going to all go off just right away. And here, hold on, let me get this here. Get this background music going. Yeah, for those of you watching on YouTube, the stream is just going to end. I'm going to sign off in a second and the stream will end. But for those on Twitch, I will like act as a sign off, and you'll see, you know, the end bumper screen with music. But I'm going to try and raid. I haven't done this ever on Twitch, so I'm going to give it a shot. But I'm going to try and raid my friend Jeremy, his stream, the Elysium Cullet, because he's actually streaming right now. And I was actually listening to some of his stream. Actually, here, I'll just show it real quick. See, there he is. He's streaming away. Not often that we cross streams during the week, but I mean, I plan for this stream to be pretty short, and it's been about an hour. And I'm like, and I don't mind getting out a few minutes early since I finished the editing that I needed to do tonight. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So when I do end the stream, and you see, you know, like my ending bumper here. Let me just put it up here. Where is it? You know, when you see this, thanks for joining us. See you next time. That bumper. For those of you on Twitch, don't go anywhere, because I want to try and raid Jeremy's stream with a couple of you that are watching. And so just hold on tight, because I will bump us over there to where Jeremy's actually talking about HeroScape stuff. So it's stuff to relate to. So just give me a moment and I will figure out how to do this, because I'm sure it gets down to stop recording and stuff, but just hold on after I finish this. Anyway, so again, this coming Sunday we'll just be working more on the editing. Of course, we'll see how far along I am with episode 9. Hopefully I'm a good portion away. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I'm trying to get through all these voiceover edits through these 3 episodes as quickly as possible so I can move on to the next thing. And just trying to get this done as quickly as I can. But so that's what we'll be doing next Sunday, and then 2 Sundays from now on December 4th we're going to have a ToV live ToV podcast recording. And Marion asks, how do you do that? What do you mean? How do I do what? How do I raid a channel? There's a button that I can press in my on Twitch in where you can manage the streaming that you do. There's a button that says raid a channel. So I think I gotta press that, and then it should give me an option, I think. Like I said, I'm gonna try and figure it out. If it doesn't work, then okay, then the stream will just end. But it should just hop you over, and you should be able to invite yourself to the stream. So I'm gonna do that. So with that, I do thank you all for watching. Thank you, Marion, for your comments, your support through this. And yeah, we'll see you guys next Sunday when I do more of this editing for Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles Season 3. I'm Ryan. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it. And again, hold on for the raid, all right? All right. Have a good night now. And happy Thanksgiving to all. And to all, a good night. Bye now. Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time. And that's some new music, huh? What do you think of that, huh? Yeah. It was Black Friday, wasn't it? Happy post-Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, a good Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully a bit of time off, spent time with family, ate some food, did all that stuff. I'm Ryan, Tales of Valhalla, and tonight going to be doing more editing. We've come along like in the last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in the last 4 days practically. I've come along pretty fast. I'm going to give a progress update on the editing of the last 3 episodes of Season 3 for Tales of Valhalla that we're editing. And I'm coming along what I did in the last 4 days, I'm still quite amazed that I accomplished as much as I did in these last few days. So going to give some updates on that. Going to show you some of the things I bought from a Black Friday sale. That has to do with filmmaking, like the music that you just listened to in the intro. Also, the music that's in the background right now. It's all new music. I purchased that last Friday, and it's some really nice stuff. I'm going to be using this probably for the episodes of Season 3, these last 3 episodes. And let's see here, let me get the, and there's also some special effects that I purchased as well that I'm going to show in a minute. And for the ToV Live stuff, for the ToV podcast, we're probably going to be doing a show next Sunday. So next week, this time next week, I'm going to be doing a ToV Live, ToV podcast with my panel of guys talking about HeroScape, or all things HeroScape, or things related to HeroScape in some way or another. I'm going to be focusing on lore some of the times, but I think next week what we'll primarily talk about is the aftermath of Annihilation, and what's been going on, which isn't much. There really hasn't much been going on. A lot of silence from Avalon Hill so far, and I don't really expect much, but we're going to talk about it. We're just going to talk about our feelings, our thoughts at that time. I think a couple weeks of just taking time off and just recollecting our thoughts on the campaign and everything, and so we'll give our take next Sunday. But for tonight, just have a whole slew of things to show, and we're gonna get into editing. I'm actually gonna start now. I've done enough in the voiceover edits for these episodes that I can start doing the video editing for at least for episode 8. So we're going to do that. We're going to get started with that in a little bit. But first I want to show something. Let's see, let me get this. Okay, I'm going to just have you all listen to a bit of music here. I'm going to pause this a moment. And this was out of all the music that I listened to that I purchased last Friday, this one I think is the best piece, at least so as far as using it as a trailer is concerned. So when I started listening to this, I envisioned what the trailer for, because I'll throw out some type of trailer or teaser for these last 3 episodes when I get them completed. And this is the music that I'm going to use for the trailer. So here, hold on one moment. I'm going to just lower my microphone a little bit. I'm going to turn this channel on. My voice is going to be a little bit lower. You probably barely hear me, but this is what I'm going to play here. Hold on a second. So just take a look. This is only a couple minutes. So I'm just going to turn up the volume, and there we go. Sorry. Okay, let me say that again. This is going to take a few minutes for all one of you watching. And this is just for me as a filmmaker what I'm envisioning. And so when I hear this piece of music, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to use this. So when you hear this musical piece, you're not going to hear it again from me. I'm going to keep it private. So for anybody who's by chance watching this live stream now, this is your only opportunity until it's released in its trailer, which will probably be in like 3 to 4 months at the soonest. And so this is what this piece of music is here. Let's just give it a listen. Oh yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. So, like I said, that's the only time I'm going to play that piece of music until I release it in whatever teaser trailer I produce for the last 3 episodes that I'm editing currently. But yeah, so I'm hyped. I'm excited for the little bit of stuff that I got. And here, let me see. Let me bring up. Okay, let me bring back the background music here. All right, there is background music. Turn my microphone up. All right. And what next? Okay. So, like I said, this is episode 8. So I practically finished episode's 8 voiceovers last Wednesday, I think. That's what I said. I believe so. And so what I have now, and so I started with getting episode 9. I think I started episode 9 last Wednesday, if I remember correctly. Well, I got episode 9 done. This is all the voiceovers, practically, for to get episode 9 started for video editing. So, boom, that's done. And here, I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna listen to just a segment of it. I'm gonna start with Kimoshi and Karak kind of bantering against each other. So again, this is kind of a sneak preview. This is almost like the Tales of Valhalla radio show. But this just gives you an idea of this scene, which will be in episode 9.
By now, I thought Karak said it was supposed to be big.
It is big.
What? My mind blast should have killed you.
It would have, if it was not for this.
Rat! Chewbacca! Got it. No!
Alright. And to avoid any spoilers, that's as much as I'm going to show. But that's just like a little banter there between Kimoshi, Karak, and you got Tulbakra in there as well in that scene. So, like, quite a bit of audios here. So I got that done. I'm happy. So what I'm working on now, or going to be working on, is... Here, where is it? Is episode 10. And that, I I have nothing actually, and I gotta actually. It's episode 10 is gonna be such a long episode. Like if it's only 20 minutes, I'll be surprised. I think it's gonna be longer than 20 minutes. But here's some of the voiceovers getting started with that, and I'm trying to separate out because there's so many scenes in episode 10, and there's gonna be so many special effects with those scenes that I have to kind of separate every scene. And when I get to projects on hit film for those scenes for episode 10, I'm gonna have to probably edit every scene in a different project file, otherwise my computer might have a heart attack, I'm thinking. But I'll see. I might be able to do all of them in one project file, but I don't know. I'm preparing for the fact that it's gonna take a lot of work. I mean, like episode 8, episode 9, relatively short episodes. Episode 10 is going to be a lot longer. But yeah, I'm gonna do that in my off time. But what I'm gonna do now is start working on a little bit of episode 8's first scene. And see, it looks like the rough estimate of the length of episode 8 is going to be roughly 15 minutes long, which is actually longer than I thought it was going to be. But we'll see. We have to start laying down the video track in these scenes, and we'll see where we're at when we get to that. But now, when it came to kind of Black Friday, so, and here's the name of the music that I listened to that I said I'm not playing it again. This is Legions. So that's it. So I got music, and I also got effects, and some of these effects are really cool. I can't wait to use these for the season 3 ends episodes. There's like magic effects, there's also electric effects, and there's one electric effect that I'd like to show here. Hold on a second. Let's see, I got glow and not glow. So what I'm going to do is there's so much in these. Gotta love Triune Digital. Go on www.triunedigital.com, and I'm not sure if they're Black Friday sale or if they're going to have a Cyber Monday sale or what. But a lot of the stuff is heavily discounted, and I got it on the first hour of their sale. So I got it really discounted to where it really cost me the amount of one of these things. I got a few music tracks and special effects. But let's see. Okay, at camera now. This is really cool. Electric beam at camera. I'm just gonna do electric beam 1 at camera. Put this in the file and just look at this. Okay, you see here? All right, just watch. It's coming right at you in the screen. Isn't that cool? I can't wait to have this like Karak. Like I might change it to a different color. I might keep it that color. I don't know. But just to have Karak or some other monster using this type of magic, it's just like, wow, it's so cool. I'm just like, I think it's one of the things that I love the most right now, and I could have gotten this electro pack a long time ago. Let's see. Let me see the difference in these here. Hold on. I'm just gonna see here. Okay. Oh, it's just a little bit different. All right. Yeah. Boom. So that's just a couple of seconds, huh? Yeah. All right. And here. I'm just going to go through a couple of these effects things, then we'll get to editing. Just because I wanted to show some of this stuff. Let's see, you're at camera arcs. What's clusters? Let me just see what clusters is. Let's see here. Ah, okay, it's just from at one point. Interesting. And how long? Okay, this is 6 seconds long. Interesting. Alright. And what about beams? What do beams look like? Let me see. Electric beam. Just do electric beam number 12. It's 6 seconds long. Ah, okay. So it's just a straight line thing. Alright. So similar to like the infinity packs that I got. What about clouds? Let me see, what are clouds? Let's take a look. Ah, interesting. So lightning and clouds and stuff. That's kind of cool. What is this? Atmos, let me see. I might say I'm taking a look at all these things, I don't know. Oh, okay, just sparkly effects. I could use that. That's I might be able to use that for something, but yeah, that's cool. Alright, let me go back to, let me see here. Alright. Let me do the no glow stuff. Let's see here. What's extra? Let's see what extra is. Extra 1. Let me do extra 4. Let's just do extra 4. So what's extra 4? Okay, just some interesting electric stuff. Alright, now is it the same type of stuff then? Okay, yeah, it's just stuff that goes around. Boom. Interesting. Alright, ground impacts. Let me see what impacts look like. Impacts. Nothing. Nothing that seems really, okay, well that's interesting. Huh. I'm gonna probably be using a lot of these. There's just so much. What does ground look like? Yeah, let me just see. Lots of ground. Ground contact. Okay, let me do a ground contact one first. Oh, okay. I see. That could be interesting to use. And would be very interesting to use. What's slow motion? So I won't spend a lot of time. I have to go through these on my own. Okay, just interesting. Alright, surfaces. Surface 1, let me see. Surface 1. Oh yeah, I like that. It just like spreads out. I can use that. I can certainly use that. Oh, I like that. I actually like that a lot. I already can think of one or two things where I can use that. Oh yeah, nice. Like I said, yeah, just so, yeah, electric pack. It's just, yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this. And then, as well as, there was a magic pack that they just released too, and this is basically, like, it's more, I think it's more geared towards, like, that's just a circle, yeah. I think it's made in the spirit of what's the Marvel movie's name? Doctor Strange. You know, Doctor Strange magic. But it's fine. Okay, that's just smoke. Okay, that's just smoke. Wait. Yeah, okay, it's just smoke energy. Okay, I have plenty of that. Let me see. Let me just see what's the line. Yeah, it's just okay. Hey, you know, I can still. That's fine. There are things I can use for it. So, let me see shapes, prisms. Let me see what's prisms. Oh, hype. Oh yes, yes, I like that. I can. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love this. Oh yeah. I can use that. Let me see what this prism is. Look how that comes out. Wow. Actually, it kind of looks like hex related too, so it's actually kind of like a Heroescape hexagon related. I could like put that, kind of angle it on top of a hex tile, and it'll look like it's matching with the hex tiles in Heroescape, especially from like a top-down view. If I got any of those, and I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Wow, that is, yeah, that's cool. Let me just look at the rest of these. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, now it's just a circle. A ring of fire. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Like I said, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with these. These are toys. These are definitely toys to use. Okay, this is square. Interesting. And this is a triangle. Let me see. Probably does the same thing with just the... Oh, okay. It just comes out. Interesting. I really like, and this is okay, it's the same thing, circle with energy, square with, okay. Oh, okay, interesting. Alright, cool. What else do I want to see? Let's... Okay, no, not that. Shields. Okay, I just want to show the shields a second. So let me do shield 4. Look at this. 1. And that's hexagon kind of too. Oh, I can use these. Look at that. Oh, just having that blend in. Tell you what, to any of you guys who are watching this, you're just getting a sneak preview of what's going to be happening. What's going to be shown off here. Let's spin. Let's see what spin is. Oh, yeah. I could probably use that. Okay, I just want to see one more shield. I'm just looking at one more shield. Having too much fun with this. I like how these are kind of hexagon related, but yeah. So good, so good, so good. Alright. What about symbols? Let's see. Symbols. Symbol wheel. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what a regular symbol looks like. Okay. Interesting. So there's probably different symbols then, right? Yep. Huh. That's interesting. What is symbol wheel? Let me see. That is also something that I could probably use. Yeah, I'm gonna look at one more, and then we'll get to editing a little bit tonight. Okay, I think if you zoom in, there's like a bunch of symbols in that circle. So, like I said, I have plenty of stuff to play with and choose from in these effects and in these pieces of music. See, just a whole bunch of music. I got some a little bit more hits, risers and such. So, I'm happy. I'm very happy. All right. Well, how about we get into some editing? I'm just gonna edit for a little bit, and I'm only gonna like do these episode video edits during a live stream, and continue to work on the voiceover editing outside of the live stream and so I can get that done soon. Episode 10, like I said, getting started episode 10 now with the voiceover edits, and that's probably going to take some time. But with episode 9, I couldn't imagine that it was only going to take me 4 days to edit those voiceovers. I mean, I thought it was going to actually take me like a couple weeks to edit episode 9. So to be done already in 4 days, I am really happy with that, with the rough edit of those voiceovers. But episode 10, if I can get this done in like 2 weeks or sooner, See happy. But it's a lot of voiceovers. Here, let me just like see here, 15. So roughly like 30. It's gonna be 30 plus voice characters, and that's even more than that because it's also Mara characters and such that will be in action scenes and aren't even going to be put in the initial edit. You have to add in after I get the video stuff in. Yeah, it's just gonna it's a lot. So we'll see how long it takes me to do. Hopefully it shouldn't take any more than a few weeks, and then my hope and goal, I guess, is to start, to get all the video editing, the rough video editing done to, in sync with the voiceovers by the end of the year. So that way, get the year started by starting to work on special effects and all the other audio effects, and I'll just be, that much closer to being finished with this stuff. So yeah, exciting. Just amazing how close, I am to being finally done. All right, so I'm going to start editing on this, working on this stuff. Of course, you can't listen to this because giving us spoilers already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this music here and play some stuff above my head. Let me see what I'm going to play. Let me do some season 3. I'll do some season 3, and then I can't imagine. Or what did I do some season? Oh, actually, I'll do season 2. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna start season 2 here. Let me just bring it up a second. All right, we're going to let's see. I'll start season 2. Right there.
I'll be glad when we find this thing and get out of here.
What did you...
So yeah, start season 2 right there. And anybody comes on, wants to say hi or whatever, say how you're doing or whatever. Well, kind of a low audience tonight. So I can't imagine if I'm going to have much conversation. But if I do, anyone is welcome to comment while I'm live and can talk about whatever, Hero Escape or filmmaking related or whatever, or just to say hi. I am open to that, but until then, I'm just going to mute my microphone, allow the season 2 to play, when season 2 finishes, then I'll start season 3 and work as long as I feel like. It might not be too long, but we'll see. All right, so let's get started. Okay. I think I'm gonna close it up tonight. I think a few people like jump in, but then leave, and yeah, not much lurkers tonight. I mean, it's been like a little over, or it's been about an hour now since I got started, and did a little bit of editing. Not bad for like just about half hour's worth. But I think I'm gonna call it a night. Go to rest early again. This Wednesday, we'll be back on doing more of this episode, showing you whatever updates I have in regards to episodes 8, 9, and 10 of Tales of Valhalla. And then, of course, and this time next Sunday, we'll probably be doing a recording of the ToV podcast, so that's something to be interested in. But yeah, I already feel myself kind of falling asleep a little bit, so I think I'm going to call it a night and bid all of you adieu until next time, as the credits are playing above my head. Actually, it's going to all disappear now, so I'm going to actually just switch that off. Here, hold on a moment. Where is it? There it is. Alright, let's turn that off. Okay, good. I got this background music, the new music. It's fun to play with new music stuff, because I mean, the majority of the new music I purchased, at least in this one pack, it's really fun. I think it's really good stuff to listen to. So with that, we will continue with this process next time. I am Ryan, Tales of Valhalla, which is a stop-motion HeroScape adventure based off the board game HeroScape, and we are currently working on Season 3, wrapping up Season 3 practically, which will take probably another 4 to 6 months to do, but that's where we're at right now. And I thank all of you for watching, whether on Twitch or YouTube. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye now. Welcome to ToV Live! It is Valhalla time! How about we get started tonight? Welcome. Happy Wednesday night to everybody there on the chat watching the stream. I'm Ryan, Tales of Valhalla, and we're just going to get right to work, basically producing, editing this wonderful stop-motion adventure called Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles, based on the board game HeroScape. And I'm Ryan, the guy who is making all this, and you can find us, if you're watching this on Twitch, you can find us on YouTube, and currently have edited in full Season 1 and Season 2 of Tales of Valhalla, and currently working on Season 3, and the last 3 episodes of Season 3. That's what I'm doing. Trying literally nearly every day, like at my computer, editing this out, trying to get all this done as fast as I possibly can get it done. And as you can see, like right here, this is what we're going to be working on tonight, more of the video editing of episode 8. And I have not touched this since the last stream, the last Wednesday that I worked on this, because I'm still doing the voiceover audio edits for episode 10. And here, let me just show this again. So here we go. We have, this is 18, cut it down to 18 separate scenes to put all these voiceovers down in episode 10. And again, if even one scene was only a minute long, that would be 18 minutes for this episode. And I think our longest episode was like 20 minutes or something like that. Or not even, I don't even think that long. I don't know. But so yeah, it's going to be a long episode, but it's going to be so much stuff in it. And I just wanted to point out before we started getting to work, I wanted to point out, and again, Marion is in the chat. Hi, Marion. How you doing tonight? Now you speak. Well, I know muy bien, Marion, and I know when someone's hi, friend. How are you doing? I know the basic Spanish, but beyond that, no, not really. Just I can identify like a lot of words, but not complete sentences. No, just can't. I don't know what to tell you. I've been married to a Hispanic linguist for 13 years, and still, it just, I don't know. It's just my nerdy side, I guess, getting the best of me. Anyway, I wanted to show, but welcome, Marion. Oh, what did you got to say? Oh, my mother. Oh, okay, Marion's got something. Okay, I'm gonna read this real quick. Marion is saying, my mother has COVID. Oh, I'm sorry, but she is stable and I am isolated. My antigen test is still negative. Oh, Marion, well, I am very, very sorry about that. It's, I know, I mean, I don't think it was COVID, but I know, like, for November into December, like, Jose, Priscilla, and just slightly myself have been sick with nasally things. I mean, it seems like everybody all over is just coming down with something and having a hard time with it. So I'm hoping that and pray that your mother recovers quickly and that you just stay healthy, you stay well, and I mean, I think the good news with these things, like what COVID is now, it's mutated strains from what it originally was, and some of those strains are weaker. I mean, some of them can be still strong. It just depends on how, you know, the immune system of the person and how strongly they get it. So I'm just hoping that your mother recovers well and everything continues to be okay with her, and that you stay okay. It's always a fun world we live in. And yeah, and I'm still kind of nasally too. I mean, like I said, like the last month and a half, I mean, Jose and my wife's been sick. It's not been that great with me, but we still have just stuff. It's just, ugh. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you guys stay well. Okay, now I want to show what I was editing here, because let's see, I got all these tons of voiceovers to do, and I was currently like adding the voices of Evar Skycarver, Drake Alexander, and Raylan to this episode, and not quite done yet. There's still some of Raylan that I need to put in here. It's like one of the final scenes that Raylan speaks. But I wanted to show this real quick. This is what I just edited, and here I'm gonna need to. Oh, the background music doesn't matter too much. I'm just going to turn this on, and I'm going to have you guys listen to this. It might be unintelligible, but I'll explain it after it's done. So this is a conversation between, and Jeremy, if you're able to watch this, this is Jeremy's lines. Jeremy did just a little bit of voice acting. Oh, this is, I got his voiceovers before my son was born, so this was like well over probably 5 years ago that I got these voiceovers from Jeremy. Now I can finally put them in this last episode here. But this is between Evar, and Jeremy is voicing the Valkyrie Vidar, or Vidar, but commonly known as Vidar in Heroescape. And so this is what I have Vidar sounding like. First Evar is going to speak. This is Evar, and this is Evar, and this is Vidar speaking right here. So let's take a look at this.
I am back, Sir Vidar.
Well done, Evar. What have you found out about the wall spiders?
It looks like there are 4 altogether, and they still have a purpose.
So there it is. And if you didn't hear that correctly, because I know it's a little I modulated Jeremy's voice quite a bit because I need to make Vidar's voice kind of robotic sounding. And here, I'll just play it one more time.
Well done, Evar. What have you found out about the wall spiders?
Okay, well done, Evar. What have you found out about the wall spiders? And just to explain it a little bit briefly, the wall spires are like these pieces of wall in the middle of nowhere, and total there are 4 that we'll end up seeing throughout seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Tales of Valhalla. And they'll be kind of like the lead-in MacGuffin into future seasons. So it's kind of that's kind of an open plot that I'm still going to keep going into future seasons. That'll be one of the driving parts of the story when we get into seasons like to season 4. So that's what they're kind of talking about there. And just wanted to give that shout out to Jeremy, because I know he wanted to, as soon as I put those down, he probably wanted to hear that. So I'll play it one more time, and then we will continue with the live stream.
I am back, Sir Vidar.
Well done, Evar. What have you found out about the wall spiders?
It looks like there are 4 altogether, and they still have a purpose.
So there you go, cryptic messaging in the series. But so that's what I'm working on. Still have, I don't know when I'm going to be done with this. I could be done with the voiceovers for this episode, hopefully by next Wednesday. Either that or very. If I'm really close to done, being like just a matter of just maybe a voiceover or 2, I might just wrap that up next Wednesday instead of editing video. I'll have to see where I'm at, but hopefully I'll be done by next Wednesday. Hopefully it won't take me much longer. So that was what I've been working on with that. And now let me go to this and just start editing a little bit. So this, excuse me, burpee. And I'll start just laying the videos down for the tracks here. And what I'll do is I'll mute my microphone. I will pause this music. And I will start playing some episodes of Tales of Valhalla for y'all to watch while I'm editing this, because majority of the voiceovers I do not want you all to hear. I don't want to I'm giving a little bit away, but not too much. Alright, so let's just do that and get started. I'm going to be on this for maybe not too long tonight. I'm not going to be going on for too long. I need to do a little bit of rest, but like I said, it's like next Sunday, next Wednesday, I might do a little bit longer. We'll see. But anyway, for as long as we have, I will just continue. Because even if I'm not doing it on live streams, I'm putting in at least 2 to 4 hours at least every day into doing this. It's a ton of work. It is a ton of work. Alright, let's get started with this. Oh, and any questions, any shout outs to say hi, I will put my microphone back on. I'm switching that off. Sorry. I'm just about, I can either stop now or work for another 4 hours, and I like to get some rest tonight a little bit. Last few nights have been not resting really much. So yeah, I'm just going to call it a night. I know at least I got an hour in, and what I will do is just start shutting things down soon enough. So let me just turn on background music here. Background music, yay! And say my farewells for tonight. This coming Sunday, it's just gonna be more editing. We're going to be doing a ToV podcast recording on Sunday the 18th. Might have a special guest on. We'll see. But this Sunday it's gonna be just more editing, and I'll probably edit for, instead of 1 hour, it'll be at least a couple hours into that night, and we'll see how further along I am on the editing of these episodes. Just the more I do, just little edits that I do, the more edits I do, the closer I get to being fully done with this, and I just could not wait until that moment happens. Still got a lot of work to do with this, but that light in the tunnel is getting bigger and bigger every day, and I just can't wait until it's completed. Then I'll have a good cry. Alright, anyway, thank all of you for watching, well, for those of you commenting, for the spam person that was commenting here on Twitch as well, I guess. I blocked you, so you're not going to be able to do it in the future, but, you know, the sentiment maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I will close this down, and just thank you everybody for watching, for being a part of this whole experience, whether you're just watching or voice acting or any other way. Just thank you for your support. I'm Ryan, Tales of Valhalla. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we will see you next time. Bye now. Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time, starting a little bit early tonight. There's a reason for that. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the live stream tonight for the behind-the-scenes production of Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles, which is a stop-motion hero-scape adventure. I'm Ryan, the guy who has been producing all this for the past several years, currently working on the last 3 episodes of Season 3. So we've got 2 full seasons up on YouTube, and then majority of Season 3, last 3 episodes of Season 3 are currently being edited as we speak, and this one we'll be working on tonight is like a lot of the voiceovers. You can see the work that I've done in this past week. I've got episode 10, the voiceovers for episode 10, nearly completed. There's just some minor speaking rules that I need to put in here, so that's what I'm going to do tonight. I know I've been like editing like the video portion of like episode 8, but we'll really dive deep into the stop motion HeroScape video editing at a future time. Tonight, just going to try and do this. We'll do this probably for an hour. Like I said, yes, I'm a bit early tonight, and it's because, well, a couple of reasons. I actually fell kind of sick over this weekend. On Friday, started getting the throat thing, the sniffles thing. So my voice is not 100%, which really doesn't matter too much, because I'm still active. You know, I'm still okay. It's just throat feels like a black hole, and my sinuses are a little inflamed. But I usually don't speak much on these live streams anyway when I'm editing, so not too big of a deal. But another thing tomorrow is I do have like a medical appointment like early, so I want to get some, since I am kind of sick, I want to get some rest. So I mean, I'll still do like an hour live stream, but gonna be closing it around the time when I'm usually opening it tonight. But anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? One other thing with, what else did I want to say? Oh, and Marion's on the chat, and she says, hi, I got COVID. Oh, you got COVID. Oh my goodness. And how's that feeling? I mean, I'm very sorry to hear that, Marion. But just curious, did you get, did you get tested and then you're COVID positive, or did you get symptoms, or all of the above? Because I know like some people can get COVID because they got tested and they're positive, but there's no symptoms. But then there's some that just get symptoms. I mean, I don't know what I have. I'm pretty sure it's not COVID. It's just a throat and nose thing. But it can't talk. I can't talk forever. Hopefully by next Sunday, which next Sunday's live stream, we will be doing another ToV podcast recording, so that will be a fun time. I might have a special guest on board our panel as we get into some of the like Age of Annihilation miniatures that we have stat cards for, and some of the things that community has been doing. in order to like find proxies for those. So we're going to discuss that into detail this coming Sunday. And Marion says, yes, I got tested and it came up positive, and I have symptoms. So you got both. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I just hope that you get well soon. Just keep tabs with my wife, and yeah, I just hope it'll run its course through you good, because I mean, you're young, you're healthy, and so hopefully it will not be a mess for you, Marion. We'll definitely keep you in prayer here on this end for you, for sure. So yeah, it's just like it's been this winter, or this time of the year, come November, December. A lot of people just been sick, and it's not just COVID. It's just a lot of things that people run into the hospital. So, and I mean we're all, in one way or another been affected in some way. Yeah. Thank you, Marion. And another thing I do want to mention, like for my live stream this Wednesday, I don't think I'm going to video edit. I could be doing a number of things, although I'm leaning toward one thing. And that is it's this Thursday is my birthday, and I turn 40 years old this Thursday. The big 40. Yay! I am really excited, actually, because it's just a triumph just to be alive for this long, with all my medical conditions since I've had at like 11 years old. It's downright a miracle to be alive still, and be able to do some things that I want to do. So I think this Wednesday, instead of editing, because I think I'm gonna get all the voiceovers done by next Wednesday for episode 10, and then I'll start working on the video side of building episodes. But for Wednesday night, I think I might take a break. I think I might just have a little birthday celebration to where I play like a video game or something, as long as I'm feeling up to it. Suggestions from viewers on what video game I should play, as long as it's in Steam, then I can play it. I don't think I want to do the games that I've been playing in the past. Like I'm currently playing like Marvel Lego video game, as well as Final Fantasy 8. I think I want to try something else. Just to test it out and just play for a few hours and just have some fun with y'all. Celebrate me being the big 4-0 out of my 30s into my 40s. Yay! This Wednesday. So we'll see. It's going to be either that or me just not doing anything at all. I might just be like, okay, I'm just going to take a nap, because I'm now over the hill, or reaching that zenith point. And so I don't know. I'm still conflicted, although more than likely I'll play, like I'll do some game playing live this coming Wednesday, most likely. But yeah, so that is all I have to report on this end. And so how about we get to work? Like I said, here's episode 10 script. So I'm still going through this, and I have voiceovers here of the Aubrian Archers, and the people who are voicing the Aubrian Archers are Mr. Joe Crazy, as well as Mr. MK Plus Ultra, and someone else you do not know, whose name is Andre. He's a friend of me and my wife's, and he's actually an engineer. He works for a major car company in Michigan, and him and his wife actually plays Estavara, as one of the voices for Estavara as well in the series. And so I got him voicing a swell guy, very swell guy, and it was very nice of him to volunteer his time for this. So I'm just going to start throwing these together, and anybody else has any other comments to say, or say hi, or whatever, drop me a line. But I'm going to stop talking because my throat is already going. It's already, I'm losing my voice. And I'm just going to start playing, let's see here, I'll play some of Season 3. Start playing Season 3. And start working on Episode 10. Like I said, anybody wants to say anything in the chat, go ahead, and then I'll turn my microphone back on. But until that time, I'm going to get to work. Alright, I'm going to respond because Mr. Joe Crazy himself is on the line, as well as Kayazuki. Both responding from YouTube. So, okay, so I guess I will repeat what I said for a second. Yeah, Joe Crazy, I'm actually just starting a little early tonight because I want to finish a little early. And here, actually, I'm just going to keep this going on in the background. I'm just going to lower this. Hold on one moment.
Yes, I know about them.
Okay, just turn that down a little bit and just allow Season 3 just to continue. Yeah, so Joe Crazy. Yeah, I decided to just start a little bit early tonight because over the weekend I got a little sick. I got a little throat thing happening. And so hopefully I'll be better by next Sunday when we do ToV, the ToV podcast. But I also have a doctor's appointment that I got to get to very early in the morning. So I want to have some rest. So I decided I'm just going to start an hour early. Work on the last bit of voiceovers for episode 10 of season 3 here, and yeah, just go for that. So it's not a new time. I just earlier than I usually do because it would have been 9:30, but I'm just like, I'll start early just to give myself maybe an extra hour of sleep tonight, till before I have to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So, let's see here. Kaitsuki says, it's weird for me listening tonight since I'm normally here at 1.5 speed. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate your perspective on making it to 40. Yeah, oh my goodness. Part of me is just like, really? I'm here at 40? Oh gosh. And then I'm just like, I'm here at 40. How amazing is that? And yeah, it's, a lot of thanks to family and just friends over the years who have been a support. And it's what's today? Today? No, today's not my birthday. It's this Thursday, Joe Crazy. I don't know if you meant to say that in a question. My birthday is this coming Thursday. So I might do like a birthday live stream this Wednesday. Might play some video games, just have some relaxing downtime, and just do something besides the editing work here. So no, I'll turn 40 on Thursday. I'm still in my 30s right now. I want to hold on to my 30s just a little bit longer. So yeah. I'll probably do that this coming Wednesday night. So we'll probably play video games into midnight. So when it turns into Thursday after the midnight time, then, at midnight, I'd be like, yay, I'm 40 now, and then go to sleep. Because now that I'm 40, or now that I'm going to be 40, I need my naps. But yeah, so that's what's happening. Yeah, the 15th. Yeah, right, Joe. Yep. Yeah, 15th. Yep. Yep, that is the case. So, and I already got some wonderful gifts from my son and wife today. Some socks and T-shirts, just basically underwear. Which, at my age now, I'm quite happy because I really go through that stuff a lot. Anyway, all right, so let me get back to the editing here, and any other comments, feel free to ask, and I will, I'll try to use my voice as much as I can. All right, no, but I do appreciate it. Appreciate the comments, guys. Thanks. Hello there, Inferno. Welcome to the live stream, the chat tonight. And you're saying, I still plan to watch more of these episodes in order. Yeah, well, and I recommend, actually, if anybody gets started and wants to watch, like, binge watch these things, I recommend watching, like, episode 1, season 2 first. So, like, if you're on YouTube, you're on the YouTube channel, go to the playlist tab of these episodes and go to season 2. At least the first episode of season 2. Because that'll get you hooked, because it gives an introduction at the beginning of that episode that just explains the universe. And then if you want to watch like all of season 1 and then go back to watching season 2, then that's fine. But season 1 was really more of a test of what I could do. It was more of a concept than, I mean, it still feeds into the storyline of seasons 2 and 3, but seasons 2 and 3 is really the meat of the story and the fun. But still, it's still season 1 still charming, and still it was a lot of fun making it. So, but yeah, definitely good luck, because that is like watching. Well, I think it's a good 2 to 3 hours, I think, worth of stuff you're going through. So it's definitely a binge watch, which, hey, that is just fine. Yeah. So, yeah, and hey, thanks for the view and the support, for sure. Okay, here, I know I might miss the punchline there, but I just want to pause that a second, because I want to respond again to Inferno, who says, I watched some of all of season 1 a few months ago, but I'll restart starting at season 2 and then begin at 1. Yeah, or if you watched all of season 1 or some of it, okay. Well, some of it, okay, that's fine. Then yeah, just start. Yeah, watch like just the intro of season 2. Go back to season 1, and then back season 2. And I know it's confusing. I think I have to re-edit all this stuff to make it a little bit more smoother, instead of people jumping back and forth and stuff. And I plan to do that. I plan to do a lot of restructuring, re-editing after I'm finished with season 3, and when I have time to do that. And he says, by the way, this is Gold. Thanks for showing us. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, this is the season 3 stuff. And how about I continue? Okay, so you can continue watching it. But yeah, no, I appreciate the comments and the views, for sure. Yeah, thanks so much. I forgot to unmute my microphone, so you didn't hear any of that. Anyway, I was going to say, I wanted to respond to Inferno's comments there, and I thought I hit the button, but I guess I didn't hit the button. Actually, I hit the wrong button. I hit the audio portion for season 3 and didn't turn my microphone on. But anyway, Inferno was saying water elemental, and yes, that was a fun little effect to do for the water elemental to become symbiotic with Mariko. And Love Karak, yes, he is a... he gets strong. He gets definitely strong near the end of season 3. And Stealth Dodge, yeah, I liked using that Stealth Dodge, and of course I used like multiple miniatures to, kind of make it. It was practical effect, basically. Sure, moving around, you just replace the miniature with a miniature that has a different, pose. So pretty simple stuff. Inferno says, love the Molten Claws invasion as well. Siege, Elithale, Evar. Elithale is one of my faves. Now, I don't think I have Elithale. I don't think. I would love Siege. Siege just looks massive. But yeah, definitely got Ever Scar Carver, and I don't know how much of season 3 you've seen Inferno, but later on in season 3, and it's on YouTube already, is when Evar Scar Carver uses his ice hands on a bunch of Maro. It's a beautiful thing. I might show that if you want. If you want, I'll leave it up to you. I can skip ahead and lead up to that portion. I might stop it to where like our heroes get captured by Einar by NR Einar forces for a second. But leading up to that, you have Evar Scarcarver using his ice hands. If you want me to skip to where it's closer to that point, I can do that for you if you want. If not, I can just keep this running. Yeah, Furnace says the sound cut out, but I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, I just paused it a second. I just paused the episode a second to communicate. Okay, and you guys are communicating. That's fine. Okay, you guys can have a conversation too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to mute my microphone and start playing it again. And yeah, I'll do that. Like I said, if you want me just to move it forward a few more minutes, so we get to the nice action, I don't mind doing that.
What do you mean you are in charge? You just can't walk right up.
Silence.
But why? Are you looking for something?
Yes, we are looking for a creature wandering around here.
It probably does.
All right, mute it a second. All right, I'm excited to see that. You can edit what you want though now. Okay. I'll just keep on editing then. I mean, I think if I'm still editing for the next hour, we'll eventually get to that point. Anyway, so yeah, just keep on watching and we'll get there. Okay, I'm going to pause it there a second, because Inferno just wrote something that I feel like I need to respond to for a second, if you're still on, man. If you are, man. I think you are, but apologize if not, but young person. But you wrote something here, and I think I need to just address this as head-on as I possibly can. Because I understand, and okay, whatever, no matter. But says, I love seeing people do things they enjoy. I'm trying to find peace in a job right now. If you believe God exists, please ask God to help me. I'm 24 and scrambling around. Just ask that I end up where I should. Well, of course I believe God exists, and yes, I know there's many times in my life where prayer is absolutely been, and not just me praying, but the prayers of other people have helped pull me through many things in life. So yeah, absolutely. No question. Absolutely, I'll pray for you. Even though I don't know much about you, but I know all I pretty much need to know. I know it's hard to find direction, and I say you're looking. I mean, trying to find peace, and it's. I mean, I enjoy doing this, and it's my goal to become a filmmaker. And Marion on the Twitch chat saying she'll pray too. And this type of course that I'm going through, it's really hard to be successful, and it's nigh impossible to do. But I want to do it because I love doing it, and I think one of the things I've heard people say that if you're doing something you love, you absolutely love to do, then being paid is irrelevant. And I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I think part of it is as well that, I mean, especially these last 10 years have been really difficult when it comes to my health. So I'm hoping that first, I hope first and foremost that you're a young man and you're healthy. You have your health, because that's that's a very important thing, that you have your health, because I mean, these past 30 years of my life, I have not. I've struggled, and I've nearly lost my life a few times with this. I mean, I'm a permanent ostomy user, and I have basically now for the rest of my life a permanent disability. That being said, I have a wife of 13 years. I have a son who is now 4 years old, going to be 5 next year. And I think the example that I need to set for him, and for, you know, future family or whoever, is that in spite of any disability, to do one's best to support, you know, your family and the people you love. It's not easy. It never is. It's not, nothing worthwhile is supposed to be easy. And I mean, I can't give you all those answers when it comes to a job. I mean, I've worked in many fields. I've worked as a as a parapro teacher. I've worked in a senior center, caring for Alzheimer's patients in the middle of the night. I've worked in a grocery store. I've worked as a UPS driver helper. I've done, and I've worked a lot of things in my life, just to figure out what to do. I've always come back to this, and when it came to making Tales of Valhalla, I started season 1 because, like, in these last 10 years, I was dealing with a lot of very major health issues. I was in the hospital like every 3 to 4 months at the time I started pre-production of Tales of Valhalla, and I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to try at least get my foot in to where I was making some type of content for demo reels or whatever, and I couldn't walk out my front door. I could not walk out my front door. I was just way too sick, and I realized even if I was in the hospital, these miniatures, I didn't have to pay them. I didn't have to feed them. They could stay on my living room table if I was gone for in front. Yeah, you're commenting, but I'm just let me finish my spiel, and then I'll address this stuff. It's okay. You know what? If you need someone to talk to, that's fine. That's what these live streams are for sometimes, is to reach out and communicate to people. I have no problem with it, even though my voice is going. That is fine. The work I'm doing can wait. To communicate with a person on this level is just fine, because it's always good to encourage people. And I don't want to see anybody giving up on themselves. But anyway, okay, I interrupted myself anyway. But no, so when I started Tales of Valhalla, I always did it with the understanding that I might not be alive the next day. But I was still going to continue to do things day after day to create something, so I would have, at the time I didn't have my son, but at least if I had children, or I have family, or have anybody looking at it, is to know that in spite of the pain I was going through, in spite of the weaknesses, the fatigue, everything, I wasn't going to stop doing what I love to do, or what I wanted to become proficient in. And those are some hard years, but I didn't let go of this. If I went to the hospital, I would take my laptop with me and just be editing video. I would be doing some other people's projects. I wouldn't quit. And I haven't quit. I might have been taking long pauses because over these past several years, I mean, like I said, my son was born. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, when I started the animations for season 2, my son wasn't born yet. And so, I mean, he was born. Both me and my wife have had multiple surgeries for different things. Over the years, we've moved, and have had. I mean, we drove cross country one time. We went from Michigan to California and back, and did a road trip. And so, I mean, there were times when, I mean, there were pauses, but my mindset was always to get this completed, to get it done, with my last breath, to do as much as I possibly could. So when I finish these last 3 episodes, it's going to be the completion of a goal that I've had for several years now. And what a celebration that's going to be. That might not help you with anything, because I know it's like, okay, I just want to work a job, man. I just want to, support myself, and yeah, I get it. But I mean, just find the things you're good at, the things you love, and even if it's a job for the moment just to maintain you, that you might not necessarily love, but you want to do. Oh, that's the other job I did too. I worked as I worked in the theater as well, just picking up the trash, after movies got done. So yeah, that was another job. But let's see here. Let's see here. What did you say? Thanks so much. Yeah, you don't know me, and I'll offer something for you in return. You don't need anything. I don't need anything. I'm good. Anyway, yeah, I totally agree. Work can give energy and not drain. I try to be grateful for what I have. I'm happy. You're a good man, and that's a good thing. It's always gonna be a fight for us. Yeah, I mean, and that's what it is. And I mean, I don't know where you are in your relationship, but eventually, if you meet someone, you want to get married and raise a family, you have to understand that as soon as you exchange those vows with that person, it's not about you anymore. As soon as that baby's in your hands, it's not really about you anymore. You have to put aside everything and be the person that's going to support them. I mean, it's what our parents have done. It's what our grandparents have done before us. It's part of that life cycle, but it's necessary for the next generation. Let's see here in front of, yeah, good thing prayers are for God to do with it. He knows everything. By the way, you don't have to reply my, yeah, okay, you said, okay, you don't have to reply my spam right now. All right, that's fine. Thanks for your thoughts and info on yourself. I love to talk at deep levels. I could talk forever like that. Yeah, me too. If my voice wasn't no, and it's nothing against you, Inferno. But I do have this throat thing, so my voice will give out at one point. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I just busted my levels too. But no. This is important. This is definitely important. Here, hold on one moment. And I don't mind at all. Anytime I'm doing a live stream, even if it's a ToV podcast, because I can edit around stuff. If someone has, something to be like, hey, I feel like I need to say this just for like help conversation or support. I really don't mind. So yeah, just, I mean, I guess the one thing I could say that's in my head right now is what Sir Winston Churchill said. One of his last speeches was never, never, never give up. And just keep on holding to that will. I love to talk about Hero Escape, but God more so. Yeah, well, for me, faith, family, and then everything else ahead of that for sure. Okay, I'm breaking my levels again. But yeah, for sure, Inferno. I don't know, because you're on my you're chatting through my YouTube page. In my YouTube, in the information of the Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, there is a link. If you're watching on your computer, if on your cell phone, you're not going to see it, I don't think. But I do have an email link to an email that you can write me. If you ever feel the need to, want to shoot me an email, that's fine. It's I believe it's conductorproductionswork@gmail.com. But just find that link, or if not, here, just give me one. I'll just forward it here. Hold on a moment. Just un momento, por favor. Hold on. This is an easy copy and paste. I'll just copy and paste this on the chat, and hopefully that'll do it. Here, hold on one moment. All right. Yeah, just shoot me an email. And when I have time, I don't mind chatting through email further, for sure. But yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. All right. Now let's see what time is it. Okay, I still have a few more minutes. I'm still going to do a little bit more work, play some more of Season 3 here, because we're about to get to a moment here in this episode that's kind of fun. So let's do that. There comes boom. Alright, I'm gonna start shutting this live stream down because, yeah, I've actually gone over a lot more than I should have. And there goes Karak, where he belongs, in the pit trap. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna lower this down a bit. I'm gonna turn the background music back on. And yeah, I'll just let the episode play out. But no, so I'm gonna close down the live stream. My goodness, what a chat! And I don't know, Joe Crazy, if you're still watching, maybe, or I can get your opinion Tuesday. But if I do a live stream this Wednesday, I was thinking of doing some type of video game stuff for my birthday, just to have like a little relaxing evening before, like my last night of being in my 30s until midnight that night, and then I'm practically 40 years old, after midnight come Wednesday night. So I was thinking, instead of editing, just playing some video games, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to play. So yeah, that is my conundrum right now. Although, I mean, I have like selections from Steam that I can just pick one if I really need to, and I have a couple in mind that I might want to do. But that is what I'm thinking. Either that, or I just don't do anything at all and I just take a nap. I don't know. But I think it's more. I think it's better maybe just to have a live stream. I think the cool thing about doing these live streams, it doesn't happen often, but it happens often enough to where I like to keep the live streams consistent, is when someone comes on and says, hey, can we talk about this thing that they might have something going on in their lives and just need someone to talk to. I don't mind in the least to be that friend, to be that support at all. Even if my voice is failing me, it's no problem. But I am going to call it a night tonight. And I do, like I said, I appreciate all the chats from everybody. And yeah, thank you, everybody, for that little bit of support that you can give. And definitely, I mean, we're coming to the end of this year. Definitely we'll have things to talk about after New Year's. Some things that I'm just thinking coming to my mind. But we'll save that for another time when my voice works. So with that, I thank everybody for watching. And hold on a second. Yeah, my voice is gone. There, okay. Let me just finish this voice. Let me finish this live stream. But again, I appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you this coming Wednesday night as we do more ToV live stream. Probably have some fun gaming for that night, because that'll be a birthday 40-year-old birthday celebration come Wednesday. Woohoo! But yeah, I thank everybody for the happy birthdays, the well wishes. Appreciate it. And everybody who's sick out there, especially Marion, and anybody else out there who's feeling under the weather, just pray you get better well, and be praying for you, Inferno, even though I know you have taken off, but definitely keep you in prayer. And with that, like I said, and I'll let y'all know. I'll have this. This is Jandar's voice right here that I was cutting, and then Chadwick and Sven, and that's pretty much all the main voiceovers that I need to add into episode 10, and I'm done. I'll get that done by Wednesday for sure. I'll probably get that done tomorrow or Tuesday. So yeah, absolutely. So with that, I thank everybody for watching this live stream. You have a purpose. Oh, and wait a second. I'm interrupting myself. I need to say what I always say, since this is the last time I do a live stream for the voiceovers. Because this will be, if you're watching this on Tales of Valhalla YouTube, this edited down version of what is a multiple stream of me editing and doing the voiceovers for the last 3 episodes of Tales of Valhalla Season 3. So this is just going to be an edited down version of what's going to just be a few minutes. And it's actually like hours and hours of live stream practically. If you want to see the full version of all this and everything that goes on, the conversations, the editing, the work, you can find it on our Conductor Productions YouTube page, which there'll be either something in the screen in front of you or a link in the description below. And with that, I will end this live stream by saying, you have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see you next time. Bye now. Woo! My voice is going. Bye-bye. Later.